Okay, we're streaming now. Don't say dick gobbler. Don't say it.
Okay. Or the
'Cause
or that word that you never like me to say.
yeah, that one word.
That
If you
one.
say it, I'll just scream really loudly so everyone throws their earphones off.
But it's my
Okay.
favorite word.
No. Okay, so let's see. Stream configuration blah 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 blah. Here we are. People don't just add me or Stacy on Skype because we're both socially awkward and we're probably not going to talk to you, or at
Yeah, I
least
don't
I
talk to
won't.
anybody on Skype, so
Yeah, we'll probably just not answer.
yeah.
All right. So, welcome to a Geek Remix live podcast. We haven't done a live podcast in a long time, but we have the
Did
Twitch.
we ever do one?
I think we did one time, and it was like whatever.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
We tried.
so I have a bunch of tabs open because I haven't looked at any of the E3 announcements because I don't like getting super excited and then let down. But our friend Todd from Rated S Games, he was sent there to represent Did You Know Gaming, and of course then he went off and played all the new indie games. He said all the indie games were awesome. We should have asked him to come on here. Whatever, who cares? Fuck you, Todd. Don't no. I don't need
Nope,
that.
we're here now, so we're doing it.
So I have a bunch of tabs open. Do you have the stream open or anything, Stacy?
I do, so I can see what people are saying.
Okay.
Hi, Chloe Price.
Hello everybody. How many people are in the chat, do you know?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, do you want to talk about the articles that you collected first?
Oh, okay. So if you pull up, there's actually an update coming out for Twitter. Um, so that's the one from The Verge. And like,
I'm on there. I'm on it.
yeah, so when I was at work today, actually, like social media was like blowing up about this. So Twitter is basically going to try and do what it was kind of really good for, which is keeping track of live events. So, I mean, like that's how I get a lot of my news because things like are so instant. Whereas, like if you look at Facebook, like things get resurfaced forever after and like for days. But like Twitter, everything is like so immediate.
I
So
get a
they're
little nervous whenever people bring out new updates because I'm like, how am I going to be on the edge and like how are we going to be up to date with all the new stuff because Geek Remix needs to be on the edge of everything so we can constantly be growing.
Well, I don't think that this is going to be relevant to us only because it lets you follow events instead of people. So, like, say if E3 was happening, you could follow E3 the event and everything that's tweeted about it, as opposed to right now where you kind of have to like you have to know what hashtags to look for and like go look at them as
That's
opposed to
really
like
cool. That
yeah,
would be
an
really
actual like
useful.
thing in Twitter where you can just like set up a bunch of keywords and it'll like populate immediately.
You know what? That's kind of like getting rid of those, like the blogger middleman.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So
And
what's
I
gonna
know that
happen?
one of the ways that Twitter is looking one of the ways that I hope they monetize like is not just from advertising but also from like using the data analytics around Twitter because, whenever news websites look at like how many people are talking about a subject, like they always look at Twitter, because it's like so easy and it's like really
Well, you don't even
efficient.
have to really think about what you're saying because it's such a short thing. It's just like, I think it's dumb. I think it's stupid. I like it. I don't like it. Blah, 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 blah.
Exactly. And data mining Twitter is like way easier than doing it for Facebook and stuff like that. And people are a lot more likely to like weigh in with their thoughts. So I hope that they end up doing something with that. Because they're the way
Well,
that Twitter,
Stacey's job is a social media expert.
yeah,
So she's like, well, let me tell you what this
on the
means.
cutting edge.
My extent is going to Tumblr and typing in Geek Remix and then reblogging everyone who says Geek Remix, going, excellent point.
Yeah. So, But I mean, like, Twitter as a business right now is not doing so hot. I mean, like, I love Twitter, but from like a Wall Street perspective, like, they are really not doing very well. And if they are going to like continue on in the future and be successful, they have to start looking at how they're going to make money off of Twitter.
Are we
You know
talking
what I mean?
financially?
Yeah, but not just like financially, like they're responsible to shareholders now because they're a public company. So it's like normally I wouldn't be too concerned about financials of a company, but in order for them to like continue to grow and like for the service to stay around, they have to show people that they're like a viable company.
So I tested out the Twitter ads because you know how I like to just try out or put like
Yeah.
$5 in just
What
to
did
see
you
how
think?
well
I
it
actually
works.
haven't used them before.
Well, no, I'm sure you've used them before, but like for us, for somebody who for like a really large company like I don't know, Bank of America, those ads
Hmm.
would probably be efficient. But for people like us, like who only want to spend I don't know $20 because we're small and we have no
Hmm.
money.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't be viable for us. And I've always wondered what is the best way for a paid advertising because right now we use free advertising, which it means like social media and like SEO, which means properly tagging our videos.
Yeah. Well, I
And
mean, we build our own buzz. Basically, we don't pay for it.
yeah, we don't really pay for it. Like I've always experimented to see how well it was, and I've never thought it was worth the money to put in. So it's
Hmm.
always been more putting in time rather than putting in money. And I've always wondered, like maybe there should be something for people who are our size, who are small, who want to get bigger. But then I guess there's no way of doing that because if you suck, you're never going to be
Yeah.
anything. So yeah.
So I know that you're not the only one who's felt kind of like nonplussed about Twitter ads, like even for like bigger companies. And like that's part of the trouble that Twitter's having right now is that they can't convince advertisers that they're like that it's worth it to advertise on Twitter, so they're not making a lot of money.
It's hard to
Um,
prove that somebody who saw your ad was interested. You know what I
Social
mean?
media attribution and like attribution analytics is some of the hardest stuff ever because like people see an ad and they might not even think about it till like months later. It is like so difficult to attribute something to like one ad in one place.
What I find
Unless you,
so frustrating is that for television, those ads they're paid for and they're like, "Oh yeah, people definitely are looking at it." And that in YouTube, people can skip the ads or they can watch it or whatever, and it's like how do how do we prove that it's more than just people seeing the ad? Because we only get paid if somebody clicks on the ad or watches 30 seconds of it.
yeah.
It's just like that's good for the people who bought the ads, but at the same time, it's kind of hard for us because the value of somebody watching our ad is so low.
Yeah, I hear you. Um, yeah, I feel your pain, clearly.
Yeah. Stacey understands what I'm talking about more than anybody because she knows all the stuff.
All the stuff.
And I'm like, yeah, you know, when people look at your ad without really looking at it. I just
Or
always
have
come, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, or have ad block, as somebody in the comments brought up. Ad block is like so. One of the things that I've always thought about is like you know how journalism is kind of dying. Like all of the major newspapers have been like laying off tons of staff. Part of it is because they don't have a great way to make money. Like when so much content is free, and because so
Well,
many things get like reposted on websites and like people don't look at ads anymore. People use ad block, which prevents like sites from making money off of their advertising. It's like crazy.
but you know what? It's like maybe on one side it's like I'm saying like too much, I'm sorry. On one side we have it so we have completely unfiltered news, but on the other side we get news that has a connotation to it by a normal person.
Hmm.
So it's we have a world now where somebody can see an injustice I guess this is the best case scenario I can think of, where somebody sees somebody being brutalized by a government, not in the United States, let's say somewhere else,
Yeah.
and they post it online, and everybody sees it, and the government can't stop that from happening.
Yeah.
And that's something that is was a lot easier to stop from being seen a long time ago. But at the same time, we're also getting less quality news and news that's more clickbaity. So
Yeah. Oh
it's not.
God. Clickbait is the worst.
But
It's
the
the
thing is,
worst.
is it worse now, or is it better now, or is it just different? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I don't know.
Because on one side, there is the ability of free information, which
Mhm.
would come at the cost of lots of people screaming stupid things.
Mhm.
And then people who scream the most interesting things get the most clicks. But at the same time, we have the ability to get information that's not given to us by an organization, I suppose.
Well, here's the crazy part
Oh, go
is
ahead.
that so it's not necessarily that it's different, it's that like the news that gets put out there that's popular, like clickbait would not exist if people didn't fall for it. You know what I mean?
You
Like if
mean
people
like,
stopped clicking on links like that, then people would stop using that as a tactic. You know what I mean? Like look at like Huffington Post. Like the Huffington Post is literally full of stuff like that. And the reason that they continue to succeed is because people go there and literally just like aimlessly click on like 10 things. And I know because I've done it myself. Like,
AJ?
look at, oh, AJ.
Hold on, let me open the door and you keep talking.
Okay. Um, hey guys. So it's because people keep clicking on things like that, and so it kind of like feeds the machine in a sense. So it's kind of changed to reflect like what society wants, which is apparently just, fluffy stuff. I don't know. I feel like our attention spans have gotten attention spans have gotten so short, you know? I mean,
Well,
even
I'm right here,
myself.
by the way. I'm still here, so don't feel like you're carrying it. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, like even myself, like I can't read something that's like 1,000 or 1,500 words anymore. Like I get bored, you know?
Yeah, I feel the
Um,
same way when I'm trying to like read a book, and I feel like an idiot.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, like when I went back to school, that's like the first thing I noticed is if I had to read for longer than like half an hour, I'd be like, oh my God. Like this is
Well,
horrible.
do you want to hear a tip that I do
Yeah.
that helps me absorb the information faster? Because I grew up being diagnosed with ADD, and people are like, no, actually, you have lack of attention. I'm like, whatever, okay, whatever. But anyway, one of the things my tutor taught me how to utilize was what you should do is read the first sentence of each paragraph, because you know how the first sentence is like the thesis of the paragraph. Read the
Mm-hmm.
Go through and read the first sentence of every paragraph first, and then go back and then read it again, like fully through, but just kind of like, read at your own pace, and then just write down on post-it notes, if you have it physically, all the important parts. So then you just read it once and it's in your brain forever. It's
Yeah.
like a really efficient way of getting all that info into your brain. So
Well, I don't have trouble like retaining information.
it happens
Um,
faster, though. It does.
yeah,
And it's
yeah.
less boring.
I'll have to try that. Yeah, I mean, it's only with like certain things. It's just like if I have to read for long periods of time, because like there are times when I have to read for like when I have to sit down and read for like 2.5 hours,
But when
which
was the last
is
time you
like
read for pleasure?
never anymore. It
That's
was
the problem.
like long time ago. I mean,
Well,
I read,
it was Song of Ice and Fire, wasn't it?
yeah, I was probably. I mean, no, I read books last year, but like I have a Nook and it's gone like completely unused. I haven't put a new book on it since 2014. Isn't that horrible?
Is it though? Because
It's
It's
just
not
like
like you've stopped learning, though.
no, I mean, it's like I read for school, I read for work, I read for the channel, and I'm just like, no more. I just like, no more words.
Technically, we read a lot because
Yes.
we read all those codex entries and dialogue and everything.
Oh my God, we're
So
such
really, we're
dorks.
very well read.
We are. Well, I read Twitter, technically.
Yeah, that's like a lot of reading. You have no idea. That's a lot of reading. 140 characters per tweet. Imagine how many tweets I read. I'm so like educated.
So well read, so educated. So really quickly, wanted to touch on the girls who code thing. So
GE partners with Girls Who Code.
yeah, so GE General Electric, for those of you who don't know, you might if you're in the US. Um, Pretty big company, and they've partnered up with a nonprofit, Girls Who Code, which does like these immersive learning opportunities for like high school girls that want to learn how to code essentially. It's a really good nonprofit. If you're looking for other nonprofits that are similar, there's also Black Girls Code, which specifically addresses the diversity issue as well as the gender gap in technology. Um, yeah, I think we should talk about E3 stuff because I'm actually really looking forward to talking about it.
Oh wait, let me just in case people are wondering why should be an initiative for Girls Who Code and Black Girls Who Code. There is
Oh, yes.
an overall societal pressure for girls to not be as interested in the sciences. And no, it's a statistical fact,
Mm-hmm.
statistics, that girls will be interested in the sciences in around sixth grade. And by the time high school comes, they're more, um,
They're pushed away from
they're
it.
pushed away from it towards things like literature and stuff.
Yeah, and like more humanities stuff. The tech is about the science, technology, engineering, and math fields, like overall, are about 75% male and 25% female. And for certain specific areas of tech, it drops down to like 10%, which is 10% women, which
And it's
is,
not like that in Asia. And it's not due to a genetic predisposition. It's because of the way the culture is different.
yeah,
Because my mom, she was brought up and it wasn't like a big deal that she was really into economics. And my aunt, she's a computer security consultant. So they both were growing up like, lower income Hawaii, but there, so many Asians were there. They were like, I didn't know that you weren't supposed to like math. Anyway, go make money. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
definitely.
it's really about like, this is who you should be rather than this is who you want to be.
Well, and I think girls also see less role models in STEM and through not because like they don't exist, but just because like I mean like look at all the big tech companies, they're run by men or at least like have been for like most of the time. I mean, you have people like Sheryl Sandberg at Facebook and Marissa Mayer at Yahoo now, but before that, there was like nobody at the big tech companies
It
that were
is
women.
important to have role models. And I know that right now it's not a good example, but statistically, a good example was The Cosby Show because after the first season of The Cosby Show aired, African American applications to law and medical schools went up by, I think, 30%.
Fuck
Because,
yeah.
because people had the degrees to be able to go there, but they needed to be able to see it to be like, oh my God, I can do that. That's totally a possibility.
Yeah,
And
like hey, that looks really cool. I'm going to go do it.
and that's why people would want like more female leads in movies and more female leads in video games because people want somebody to look up to who's like them. And that's why
Mhm.
it's important to have people who are more, I don't want to say the keyword of white male protagonists because it's like trying to kind of like makes white guys feel like attacked. What really I would rather say would say like somebody who is a woman or a minority or not within the gender binary, I guess I could say, and things like that because on one side, people who are like that would be like, wow, there's somebody to look up to. And another way, people who are not like that can be like, this is an experience where I can learn something new. So,
Yeah. Or at least like, I mean, and some people genuinely don't understand the experience of diverse characters until they see them in media that they're familiar with. And so when you cut like LGBTQIA, non-binary folks, and women and minorities, when you cut them out of media, like video
it makes
games
them think
or
that they're rare or they're not usual.
yeah, or
But
like it's weird.
Yeah, but like growing up, I never thought that somebody who was trans was particularly unusual because my mom's from Hawaii and there's lots and lots of people who are like that, and it was just something. I'm not saying that like I was like, oh, I'm so accepting, because I was still an idiot, but it wasn't something that was weird or something that constituted being mean to somebody about,
Yeah.
So it was just, this is how some people are, and that's fine. But I'm not saying that I was perfect, because I probably said dumbass shit. But still, it wasn't something for me to be like, oh, that's so strange.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Never seen that before.
But really, like, I grew up and I was like, my mom, she was like, that's how some people are. Move on with your life. So, and that's why we need to have people in the media and stuff, because it's not. Oh, I'm going on a tangent. I'm sorry. But anyway, too long didn't read. It's not unusual. It's actually very normal. It's just unusual to people who are just experiencing it now in movies and TV shows and video games to be like, oh, there's a gay person, but it's like, really, there's a lot more gay people in the world than you think.
Well, and like they've always been here. It's not like there's more of them.
They've suddenly like become. It's just that more people are okay with saying it because they're not afraid of being beaten up.
Well, they're still afraid of it, but I think more people just are like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, I'm going to be real with the world anyway. Like horrible things like still happen to gay people and minorities, but more people are speaking out and being like, you know what? I don't have to put up with this
anymore. Yeah. So on to better news. Let's talk about E3. Oh, from what I heard about E3 is that there were a lot of female leads, so that's good. And speaking of female leads, Stacy and I have decided to play Remember Me on the channel next, so that's going to be cool.
Yes, it's going to be Remember Me. Woo!
Do you want me to, can you see the stream?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see it.
It's about a minute behind, so I hope that you can, I'll just say out loud what I'm seeing and you can react. Or do you want me to send you the link?
It looks like you're on the PlayStation blog.
I am. Okay. So, exciting news. The Last Guardian has been announced officially, and here's the trailer. I'll make it nice and big so we can talk over it. Here we go. And I'll make it quiet. The Last Guardian, I think, is made by the same people who made Shadow of the Colossus and Ico, which is a big deal to me, at the very least.
Well, and they've been talking about this. Okay, so I know limited stuff about this. I just know that they've been talking about it for a while, and it's been kind of stalled in development. And now they're finally going to do it, essentially.
This is a big deal for somebody like me who had a PlayStation 2 growing up.
Mm-hmm.
I played Shadow of the Colossus and Ico a long time ago. It's definitely different. They kind of bent the rules of like, oh, it's a griffin, of things like Shadow of the Colossus only had bosses that you would go and find, but then again, the female characters were all just kind of like laying around being idiots. But whatever.
Yeah.
This looks pretty cool. We're seeing a griffin now. But this is what I'm told is a griffin. I would never have guessed that this was a griffin. I'd just be like, this is a dog with feathers.
Yeah, I feel like... Well, I mean, I don't care because it's adorable.
I like it, though. I like it when people are creative with mystical animals instead of being like, a griffin is a bird with legs. And they're like, be a little bit more...
When they all end up looking the same. Yeah.
So this is definitely a distinct character that people are going to remember, I think.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of the art direction?
It's so cute. I'm sorry. I just. It's so cute.
It's always been a mixture of between beautiful and dark and cute. Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no, Griffin, what's happening? Okay, don't fall. Can you fly? Can it fly?
I think that when you play the game, you can actually. So you don't control the animal. You treat it like it's an actual animal. Like you have to tell
Like
it
it's a
to do
dog?
things, and yeah, like it's a companion. You have to tell it to do things and like lure it with food and things like that.
That's good. That's good. So it looks like
So
it might be an adolescent. You know what I mean?
yeah, I think it's a little boy.
No, no, not the boy. The griffin. Like it might not
Oh,
be an adult griffin. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Whoa, whoa. Okay. That was gonna eat us. The animations on the feathers are very interesting. I mean, I appreciate that each feather is animated, but at the same time, I'm like, can you get that together though? Make it a little more sense. Let's see. We're gonna do a puzzle thing. This is a trailer, by the way. I'm not playing the game.
Yeah, just in case that was ever
Somebody
in
else is
question.
like jumping in right now, being like, "What the fuck?"
So this looks pretty cool. I have no idea what the plot is going to be though. Do you?
You know, usually these are pretty thin on plot. Shadow of the Colossus and Ico were pretty thin on plot. It was like, I'm a girl and shadows are trying to kill me, or
There's a plot, and let's just go do fun puzzles with an animal.
yeah, pretty much. Like it's like, I need to save somebody with stuff, and also look at these really cool environments. You know.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just like zoning out watching it.
Well, yeah, this is nice to just take a moment and look at everything.
Yeah.
Ah!
Hold on, let's wait for it, and then I'll yell like a minute later.
Here we go.
So yeah, let us know what you guys think of this game, whether you would play it.
I think everyone's got the gist. They can watch the video on their own. Oh, we're jumping and we're okay. Cool. Don't fall down. So the next announcement they had was Uncharted 4. I have to put my birthday
Yeah.
on. My birthday is 1942. Verify.
Why would they even have that in there? That's like when they have like, what's your birthday? And they include like the 2000s. And it's like,
No, you know
No.
I'm gonna lie. Here
Yeah.
we go. Uncharted 4. I have the first 3 Uncharted games and I still haven't played them. They're just collecting dust.
I actually was thinking about looking at the collection when it comes out because I'm interested to play the first 3 before the 4th one.
Yeah.
Rather than like sit through watching somebody play it, and like I would rather play them on the PS4.
So Nathan and this old guy are doing a thing. I guess we can
Plus,
like,
it's Naughty Dog. Like, I want to play another Naughty Dog game.
Sully.
don't get let down. Last of Us was a pretty hard thing to follow.
Oh no, I am definitely not. My expectations are not set that high.
It's definitely Sam's tower. Come on. This way. Pardon me. Excuse me.
Ah, here we go.
How
Going
long you
through a
think before
crowd,
Rafe gets
amazing.
here?
Amazing
Let's
going
not
through
stick around
crowd
and find out.
mechanics. We all are super amazed by that because Assassin's
Come on,
Creed
down here,
does
Nate.
that too.
Sorry, pal.
Oh no, you've bumped into somebody. Great response to the crowd mechanics.
Nate, watch out! Everyone out of the way!
I don't know if you guys remember this. There was a commercial where Harrison Ford played Uncharted, and I was like, Dad,
What?
oh no, it's a grenade, run! They
Wait.
had a commercial where Harrison Ford played Uncharted, and I was like, oh, maybe I can get my dad to play Uncharted.
Oh my god.
I'm good.
Harrison Ford was my first, like,
Yeah.
crush. That was the first
I'm not 100%
male crush,
sure.
yeah.
I think they found
You're
her.
like, wait a second. You know what mine was?
Go for it.
Legolas. Lord of the Rings.
Oh, no, the moment I saw Harrison Ford as Han Solo and Indiana Jones, I was like, oh, wow!
I had feelings for women before I understood what that meant.
Yeah.
And then, let's take a look at Legolas.
Yeah.
When Legolas did that thing where, like, I saw it in theaters, like, in the Christmas whatever time, and I was like, he did that thing where the horse or whatever was coming, and he grabbed the horse by its reins. I was running by, and then flipped up onto the horse.
Oh my god, and it was amazing, right?
And then
you
for
were just
some reason, I felt it, like...
did he do, like, and the hair, like, flipped around, and you were just like, oh my god.
No, like, it felt so awkward because my dad was right next to me, and I was like, what the fuck was that feeling? What? I was like,
I
holy
had such a
shit.
big thing for him, too. Oh my god.
And then after that, like, I saw Spider-Man or something, and I was like, oh my god, what are these feelings that I'm feeling for Spider-Man and Legolas?
Oh, man.
Normal teenage feelings. What is Dreams
Totally.
about? Let's play this video. Only on PlayStation. Oh, this looks like something like a Geek remix game. For sure.
I can't see yet, so...
It's purple, and there's a fairy or something. Everything you see in this teaser was created on a PS4. Oh, it seems like one of those games where you, like, it might be like Little Planet or something.
Oh, this looks cute.
Oh, whoa. This looks like a Geek remix game.
Oh boy.
There's a man with a crow on his piano. It's very, Is this gonna be a Japanese music video? What's going on? Holy shit. What is
Do you
this?
remember?
Coca-Cola. It's like a Coca-Cola commercial with the polar bears. You're gonna see it in a minute. You'll be like, yeah, Coca-Cola.
Yeah, somebody was mentioning Ori and the Blind Forest. That's kind of what this reminds
Holy
me
shit,
of.
it's the future. I'm sorry that you're so behind, but like I'm in the future now. Stay alive.
Up. And yes, these polar bears are adorable. Whoa.
Holy shit, now we're zombies. I'm a badass picture. What the fuck?
So wait, this is created in Dreams. Is this like, are these separate games or is this the same game?
I think you're like, you make the levels or you make movies in it. I have no idea. I'm just looking. Now this guy has a bear head. I don't understand. We should have like read about this before we watched the trailer. 'Cause I have no idea
Yeah,
what's
clearly
going on.
we have no idea what is going on. But as you probably already know, Mari, the game that I'm still most excited about is definitely Tomb Raider.
So, Dreams, a space where you can go and explore and play the dreams of others and create and share your own. This open-ended adventure where players surf an ever-evolving collage of games, film, animation, music. Whatever we all imagine is a continuation of studios' work in creative gaming. We all know people are going to make dick dreams.
Whoa!
What? Oh, you're just now seeing the thing? Daisy?
Yeah,
Are
I'm
you
here.
Okay. Okay. What
Yeah.
happened?
Nothing.
Oh.
I was just thinking about, like, I don't know, everybody creating their own little things.
Oh. Stacy would make like a beautiful wonderland, and then her neighbor would be like a dick palace made of dicks, and she'd be like, "Great, awesome."
Great. Made this
Mine.
beautiful thing.
And that neighbor would secretly be me, and I'd be like, oh, "Wow, your neighbor sounds awful," and then they're just more dicks.
Your neighbor sounds so horrible. Next, they'll get a fence made out of dicks. Who knows?
Saying "eat a dick," and then like there'll be like a vagina summer palace.
Yeah, there was a girl on the train the other day carrying a phone case that for
I saw
sure,
that. I saw that tweet. I was like,
and I was telling my husband about it, and he was like, yeah, but it wasn't, and I was like, but what if it was? What if it was? What if they actually sold those? Why don't they?
New Geek Remix merchandise, vagina phone covers.
Yes.
No,
I
wait.
think
Labia majora vulva phone covers.
yes. Well, how would you get the vulva on there?
I don't know. We'd find a way. So, Horizon Zero Dawn, what's that? Do you know what that is?
No, but oh wait, is that the one that's gonna have the the
Let's see. The studio's first foray outside the shooter genre. Ooh, delivers an action RPG. Okay, so I'm in. That invites
yeah, but I
players to
think
embark on a journey in a lush post-apocalyptic open world. The team of Gorilla, blah blah blah. Project Morpheus. Oh God. Okay, so let's Do you want me to pause it so you can say what you need to say?
I think that oh yeah, so this is the game where Sony was super worried about having a female protagonist in this game.
You know what? They
Like the
need to,
Sony executives were all nervous about it.
I don't understand. People need to just chill the fuck out. What do they think's gonna happen?
I don't understand how it's a big deal because we've had female lead characters in games like forever.
Well, half of me is starting to think that they're like exaggerating a little bit. Like at first it was real, and now they're like, "Hey girls, we're going against the grain," and I'm like, "Okay, well, I'll play the game, but I mean, are people really that sexist? Like, I want to believe they are that sexist.
I don't think they are.
Yeah, like
I don't know. It's like they want cool points or something. You know what I mean?
it's just I'm wondering, like, are executives really that sexist?
I don't think it's the executives. I think that they think gamers are that sexist. I think that what happened is they took a look at all of the events of the past year that we're not going to get into right now. But they took a look at all of that, like, as this game is being developed, and they were like, oh my gosh, like, that's what all gamers are like. They're going to flip the fuck out when we have a female, like, lead in our game.
So yeah,
But
maybe
that's
it's
not
the executives that are sexist. They think that we're sexist, and we're like,
Yes.
"How come you guys are sexist?" And they're like, "I don't know. How come you guys are sexist?" And everyone's like, "Wait, nobody
Yeah.
was sexist? It was just like 10 people yelling on the internet?"
Yeah,
Fuck.
pretty much. It was, yeah. So they kind of like discount the fact, and they like don't understand that like a lot of gamers are women anyway who like really don't care if it's a female lead character, you know?
Yeah, I agree with
I mean
you.
like yes, like it's great. Yeah, I mean like it's great when it's a woman, but like at the same time, like if it's a guy and it's like a really awesome story like The Last of Us, like
The world of the old ones.
then it's still a good game. You know what I mean? Having a woman doesn't automatically mean it's a great game
No,
or that
yeah,
you
I
did
can
something
tell you that.
special.
Some
Yeah.
female games are like, I'm like, did you guys even try? I think it's just that people are really bored of the same thing, you know?
Mhm.
And it doesn't hurt to try new things. And there, you know, with the recession and that we've all been through in the last 10 years or so, you know, game companies didn't really want to take any risks because what was happening is that they were having these AAA titles where they would put a bunch of money in and be like, I hope we get our investment back. And they kept trying and trying and trying. And they wanted to take less and less risks and sell to more and more people. So they were like, okay, so the core demographic is mid-30s white male with brown hair. So a long time, We had so many games with a male protagonist who was mid-30s with brown hair and blue eyes. That was exactly Nathan Drake, Commander Shepard, default Commander Shepard, the one that was in all of the marketing. Joel from The Last of Us. I can name like a million right now. That guy from Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. Like, just look up a video game. The front cover is gonna have a guy, mid-30s, brown hair. And that's not like, oh no, I hate guys with mid-30s brown hair. It's like, there's so many of the same thing. It's hard to have a base for a new story.
What really irritates me is that, like, there's all these companies that still get so skittish about having a woman as a lead character, and it's like, wow, how about you try putting an actual minority as a lead character? Like, seriously. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Try anything different, because I feel like right now people are waiting for different things, because indie games and stuff are all trying different things. This is a flower, that's a vagina. Every indie games are trying new things, and they're very, very popular, so just try something different, because clearly the same old shit is making you get in debt, video game companies.
Yeah, and I feel like people respond well to, you know, diverse characters too. When companies just do it, when they don't like make a big deal out of it, when they're just like, we just did it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to have a press conference about it, just make it, and make it good.
Yeah, like, you want a pat on the back. I'm like, good job, you have a female protagonist. Can you, like, do it, though?
Yeah.
Like, oh, we really, like, did something. Like, okay, well, can you just do it, then? You don't need us to, like, tell you how great you are.
My tribe was the first.
I know.
The first to hunt.
So.
The first to raise our bows.
All right.
What else?
This lady looks like a complete badass. I'm loving it. I don't know what this is about.
We've always
I think you hunt dinosaurs, don't you? This is the Horizon.
Like robot dinosaurs. Look,
yeah,
they're like robot dinosaurs.
Yeah, you hunt robot dinosaurs.
All right, so clearly they were like, "What's cool? Robots, and what's else is cool? Dinosaurs. What else is cool? Hunting. All right, you got it.
So
hunting robot dinosaurs."
I can't remember whether the premise was like that there was the world and then like something happened, the world ended, and now like there's like machines and like humans have gone back to being like cave people, or not cave people, but you know,
post-apocalyptic but in the past kind of setting.
Yeah. So now we have this, which is like robot dinosaurs and kind of high-tech weapons, but kind of not at the same time. Like, if you look at her bow, it's a high-tech bow, but it's still a bow. It's not
a gun. It's as if they remembered how to make high-tech bows, but they didn't have, like, all the shit.
Yeah.
Okay, this is awesome. So she...
Yeah.
I don't understand how this came to be, but I'm just gonna accept it. You ever have, like, backstories where you're like, I'm not sure about that, and then you're like, you know what, fine.
You're like, I'm not sure if the backstory makes sense, but fuck it. I'm willing to accept it because this rules. Yes, I do know that.
Kind of like how Bayonetta, you're like,
Bayonetta makes no sense, but it's so awesome. Like,
she's like, I am doing a stripper move with gun high heels, and you're like, you know what? Fine. We went past the point where I can be mad because it's awesome. And that dinosaur has guns coming out of its mouth. This doesn't make any sense, but it's cool. Jump, girl, jump! Okay.
What, like, are these... Wow. It's like they're robot reindeer or something?
Yeah. Oh my god, she just hit that robot in its robot balls.
Whoa.
Okay, you're gonna see her hit the robot in its robot balls. She's clearly understands this. Run! Okay. Okay. So clearly we're gonna play this game.
Yeah, this looks awesome.
If
cool. Anything, we have to play it just so that everybody can see the robo dinosaurs.
Oh, man,
right?
Like great.
This looks really cool.
Yeah.
When is this coming out?
I don't know, but this looks like I'm just like wondering, like, people sitting in like a like having a meeting and be like, okay, so what do you guys think this game should be about? They're like, dinosaurs. And then someone else was like, no, robots. And someone else was like, no, we need a female protagonist. And I want it to be about cavemen.
We haven't done like a prehistoric game. We should do one of those. And they're like, how about we do all of it at the same time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is great.
What other cool games were there from E3?
Well, I got like web pages of this shit. So
Oh, alright.
Yeah, I got tabs and tabs.
I got tabs for days.
This is just the Sony conference highlights. Destiny, who gives a fuck? Call of Duty, no. Star Wars Battlefront. It's like they're fulfilling every wish anybody's ever wanted.
I know. I feel like what else did I see? Oh, and then there was also South Park and Final Fantasy VII. It was like somebody raided a chest of like my imagination. It's like, Stacy, what games would you love to see them make? And they just made all of them.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, an Imperial fight. Oh my god. Yes.
Yes.
You know, I still haven't watched the new Star Wars trailer because I don't want to get hurt again.
I never watched the prequels, so not like the first ones that came out, 4, 5, and 6. Like I saw those and loved them, but then those ones that came out like within the past like 20 years, like which were numbers 1, 2, and 3 with like Anakin and like all that hoopla. I saw the first one and I was like, fuck this noise, and did not watch the rest of them.
This looks great.
It's Akbar. Actually, we don't know if that's Akbar, Mari. That could be racist.
Well, sorry, we were fish racist. Ooh, that's even more racist.
Oh my god, Mari!
We're not fish. We're clearly breathing air.
This looks pretty neat.
This is definitely a multiplayer game.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Dude, yes. Yes! Yes! I feel Star Wars! Why do they have masks? Oh,
Mask?
music! Yes! Yeah.
Great work. We've driven back the Empire.
This looks pretty, yeah.
Emperor's face right now.
Oh, she plays a lady. Like
Wonderful.
solo or co-op. Did you see that? Oh, split screen. That means it had local co-op. That means Casey and I can play together. Oh,
We
look,
can
it's
play
that.
together?
Ah!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
I feel like people responded really well to watching us play Mario Kart against each other.
Did you see that split screen? That means it has local co-op.
Yes. Oh my gosh! Yeah, I'm just now seeing it, so.
I want to click on this clickbait item, but I can't.
Because we just talked about it?
It says, it's like some creepy goblin about to touch this cute elf, and it says top 10 most controversial scenes in video games.
Oh
No,
my
I
gosh.
can't. Don't click on it. Oh, Final Fantasy 7! Stacy, we're going to watch the Final Fantasy 7 trailer.
I've watched it like 6 times already.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh my god, you haven't seen it?
No.
It's like, wow.
What is the chat talking about? What are you guys talking about? Let me see what you...
I don't know. They're all like, guys?
What are you guys doing?
It's like, click it, LOL, yes, it looks good, do it, yes. It's like some weird internet sex going on in our chat right now. Click it, you know you want to.
Now let's watch that Final Fantasy 7 E3 2015 trailer!
Ah!
I'm freaking out right now. Stacy, are you going to stream this on your newly made stream? Twitch stream?
In 2017, you mean?
Long ago,
Oh my god.
we looked upon a
Starting.
foreboding sky. The memory of the star.
Well, it's
that
going to be a
threatened
little while
all
for the rest of us,
burns
so.
eternal in our hearts.
Fun fact
In its wake
about
came
how I
an
know
age
everything
of
about Final
silence.
Fantasy, about every video game. They
Yet
had
with
a
each
sex
fond
scene, quote-unquote,
remembrance,
the European
we knew
thing,
those encountered
to make it
were
seem
not
exotic,
forgotten.
which is like cool because if you think about it from our perspective,
That
it
someday
wasn't exotic
we
at
would
all.
see them again. Perhaps it was no more than wishful thinking.
Oh, man.
Do you think they're gonna have voiceovers?
But after the long calm,
I hope so.
the reunion at hand may bring joy. It may bring fear.
I would think so.
Let us
I mean,
embrace whatever it brings.
this is I don't know like how much of this you've seen at this point, but
For they are
you
coming
can
back.
tell that it's not. I don't think it's just going to be like a straight up
At last,
read.
the promise.
Yeah,
has
exactly.
been
I
made.
mean, I
They're
think
gonna
that
do
it.
new models and everything.
I think they're gonna reimagine it and like.
Do you think that they're gonna remake it so Ares lives? I bet that's gonna happen. It's gonna be all these years that she wasn't supposed to die, but really, she was supposed to live. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna change it. So
I think you're talking to yourself at this point. I don't know if that's. I don't know.
think that's definitely true. Fan theory. Here's all the proof.
Yeah.
It's a fact. Thank you.
Fact.
The fan theory fact. She's not dead. She's been alive this whole time. All right, so Microsoft.
I mean, it says it's the thing is that it says like remake, not re-release or like, you know what I mean? It's
yeah. You know how they say what do they usually say? HD remaster.
yes,
So they're
stuff
saying
like
remake.
that. Yeah,
And they're taking years and years to do it. Usually they pump it out in like 6 months with a reskin and then a higher resolution.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, remake. Hopefully, because if they reskinned it, it would be like 3 polygons moving around with high res textures.
It would make no sense. It would like if they just it would be like, why even do it at this point? You know?
I wonder if they're going to
you're
update the gameplay and update the way everything is. You know what I mean? And like keep the story. Because to be honest, the way it plays is a bit dated.
I think that they're going, okay, this is just my I hope and I want. I hope that they kind of reimagine it and look at it as the old one, like this is the story that we're going to use, and then they kind of make almost a new game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like they keep all the stuff. I know
The
what you're saying.
basic, yeah, they keep like the basic
skeleton,
yes.
but they do major plastic surgery on everything else.
Yeah, like they change up the gameplay and like the mechanics and all of the, you know, voiceovers and just
I would hope that they would keep the turn-based combat, but and all the materials and everything like that, but you know, they make it look awesome. Like awesome as fuck. Like Final Fantasy 13 looking, but not Final Fantasy 13.
if they give it, yeah, I mean, Final Fantasy 13 looked good,
But it wasn't good.
but
was
it
bad.
wasn't because of
Everything.
a lot of things. My least favorite being Vanille. It was
Neil,
like,
flopping around.
oh my god, it was so bad.
Here we go. So what do you so we got, am I in 3 minutes? No. Halo 5 Guardians campaign gameplay demo. Let's see what's that about. How old am I? 75.
Yeah.
76. And play. Here we go. This looks nothing like any Halo. Oh, this is an advertisement. Okay, I was like, what the fuck is this? This is
Mario's
not
clicking
Halo.
on ads. What have you done? All of the best paths.
Not Halo. What is going on? Okay, that's Final Fantasy 15. Sorry.
Not just another target, you know. Every target is just
Like,
another
wow, they made this
target,
look really different. It looks, you know, very Final Fantasy-esque. They've just gone in a whole new direction.
but I'm a Spartan now, sir.
I know.
Are they summoning
Yet
beasts
now you hunt another Spartan.
in
Master Chief
Halo?
summons Cortania. I have a new
Spartan?
summoning spear. It has
Every soldier
Cortania
when
in
they hear
it.
about this, they're gonna hate us. You know that, right? You're not the only one here because of him.
What else?
Nile,
Coming this
the
holiday?
Covenant's final
Pre-order now?
stronghold.
What?
That is where you'll find the Master Chief and the Guardian he seeks.
Okay, they're trying to make it like all magical. Nope, don't want to watch you guys talking about it. Get out of my face. Recore.
Whoa. Was that Nathan Fillion? Oh, no. No.
What?
It looked
What are you
kind of
talking
like
about?
for a second. It looked like Nathan Fillion, the captain from Firefly.
Oh, yeah. You know, actually, like, it's really common for video games to, like...
Put somebody in there.
No, they put Firefly, his face in there all the time. They're like, oh, him? Yeah.
He is in there.
What are you talking about?
He is in Halo. I think. No. Yes? No?
We're watching Recore
Yes, he
now.
is in it. Yeah.
I don't
Sorry,
know what
everybody.
this is. What's Recore? Oh, it's a robot. Oh, you get a robot dog. We're buying it. Oh, I think that's a girl. We're buying it. We're playing this game. We get a robot dog and we can play as a girl. The end. We're buying it. Hype. Robot dog, no! Stay safe, robot dog.
Alright, so what else?
No, we're
Where?
watching a trailer of a robot dog.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I can't watch it yet. I'm not seeing
You're
it.
that far behind?
Yeah. Is nobody else that far behind?
I don't know. No, everyone else seems to be up to date with me.
I'm watching the robot dog.
Oh my god.
They're hiding now. It's really cute.
Dude, oh my god! No, robot dog is in danger! Okay, she just flipped and then shot her gun, so obviously this is the best game ever. Robot dog has robot dog powers! Oh, and she's got... What? Okay. Oh, I wonder if we can tame these robot spiders. No, robot dog! Don't set... No!
Does it die?
I don't know. Maybe it works like how Steven Universe works. Hold on. No. It's not the same. You can't just do that. Okay, so apparently the little crystals you can put into anything and then you still have this same person. So Robot Dog is now Robot Big Thing. And it's fine. We're okay.
Good.
Oh!
Yeah.
what?
I'm like way behind.
Maybe I should just send you the links to the videos and then we can just press play at the same time. You want to do that?
No, it's okay.
You sure?
Yeah. Here.
Alright.
I'll
what
try
else
and
we got?
reload it.
Fallout 4 stuff. I mean, what else is there to
You know,
say?
everybody's really excited about that. I don't really know a whole lot about it yet.
You know how like, remember when I got Skyrim and then I didn't talk to you for like 3.5 weeks?
Yes, I do.
It's made by the same people who made
And
Skyrim.
you were like, Stacy, come check out my house.
Oh my god, okay, so
Or, like-
every time I would try to show how awesome Skyrim was to Stacy, nothing was happening. So, like, one time I was fighting 2 dragons at once. I killed the dragons, got their bones, went home, and I was like, oh, I need to organize my, like, swords. And she comes in, she's like, you're playing that game where you organize your house again, aren't you? And I'm like, no, I was just fighting dragons. She was like, yeah, okay, anyway, I'm going outside.
Yeah.
Now. And I was like, no, there's dragons. So, but Stacey, I think Fallout 4 has everything you want. In Fallout 3, I'm pretty sure you could have sex with people, or at least one
I
prostitute.
believe it is first person, though.
It is first person, but you can make your own thing, and it'll be on the PS4. And I'm pretty sure that once I put Fallout 4 on your PS4 without asking you first, and then putting it on, and then giving you the controller and walking out the door, I'm never gonna see you again. You're gonna be like, this is stupid, Mario. It's so dumb. Oh my god, who am I? There's a
What?
perk in Fallout 3 where you can be the Black Widow perk, and I always used it, and I'd be like, hey guys, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just like awesome, and you're obsessed with me, aren't you? Anyway, I'm gonna kill you now. It was awesome. It was like a perk that made like susceptible men fall in love with you and then do anything you said.
Yes. If they're like just super gullible.
Well, like, I saved a town from having to be blown up by a bomb because the guy who was supposed to detonate it was like, who are you? You're beautiful. I left my wife for you. Anyway, I'm killing myself. And you're like,
Yeah,
what?
I'm just gonna leave.
Goodbye.
You now.
Go see you later. Plants vs. Zombies, Dark Souls 3. To everybody who wants me to make Dark Souls Let's Play with Stacy, I'm like, oh, so you want me to kill myself? You want me to never like video games again? Okay, sure. You don't care about me. Dark Zero, that doesn't look cool. Rainbow Six Vegas, Siege. Oh, this looks good. What's Gigantic Beta? What is that?
Not gonna play Dark Souls. Not gonna do it. All right, I have to be right back because I need to go pee so bad.
I have to pee too. Do you want to pee at the same time, or do you want to take pee shifts?
I don't know. What would you guys prefer?
Would you guys want us to pee one at a time, or both of us to pee at?
Maybe you could just set it up so they're watching a video.
Oh yeah. Okay. Hold on. You ready? Let's go to the
Yep.
bathroom.
All right.
I'm back. Is Stacy back? What is it?
Come with me.
Mario, are you back yet?
Yeah, I'm back. I just got back.
Okay.
Raphael got me a latte.
Aw. I don't want a latte.
Well, you should have married Raphael then.
Xbox One.
That was an interesting game. It looks cute. Let's see what else we got.
This is pretty cool that we got 114 people on here right now.
Yeah, it's cool. Thanks everybody for being here. Hey,
Yeah.
wanna take some questions real quick?
Yeah, let's take questions.
Okay, everybody. Now start spamming questions as fast as you can, and then we won't be able to read any of it, and then it's gonna like pointless. Right now.
Yeah.
It'll take them about a minute to respond to that. Ooh, this latte has a lot of sugar in it. It's very sweet.
What?
I just took a sip of this latte and it has a lot of sugar in it.
I bet you love that, don't you?
Well, it's gonna make me like poop later.
Awesome. How tall are
I
you?
said that. Oh, how tall?
Yeah, how tall?
How tall are you?
I'm 5'10".
I think you might be taller than that because you're the same height as Raphael.
That's true. I am pretty tall.
5'11".
Well, how tall are you, Mari?
5'4" and 3/4.
The 3/4 is really important when you're that short.
It is. I remember, okay, so when Stacy and I used to live together the first time, I would be like, Stacy, you should put on your heels, like your really tall ones, because Stacy's legs are so long and she also likes to walk really fast. So if she was walking fast, I would have to jog next to her for the whole entire time. And she would not slow down for anybody because she would just be like, you're weak. You deserve to fall behind. Like, you know? So I'd be like, oh, yeah, Stacey, put these on. And they would be the most ridiculous shoes and they would cripple her. So then I wouldn't have to run next to her. I could walk.
So she made me walk slower.
Yes.
What are your favorite games?
What are your favorite games?
So the last time I answered this, I think I said I really like The Last of Us and Tomb Raider 2013. And
super into Tomb Raider.
Yes, I actually haven't played any of the old ones. I think people get the impression that I've been like a lifelong fan, and I'm not. I just played this new one because Mari was like, you will love this game. Like, it just screams you, and I played it, and I was like, oh! Yeah.
It's perfect for Stacy.
Yeah, and when I was growing up, I really liked playing Mario on my N64 and like Yoshi Story. And of course, you know, OG, I had an NES too, but I don't remember any of those games.
You're cutting out a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Can you hear me?
Now you're better. Yeah, now you're better.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you. Yeah, you had an NES. I didn't have an NES. I didn't get my first console until the N64.
Ooh,
because
yeah.
I had to buy it for myself.
Yeah, my parents got me and my brother an original Nintendo, and the two of us were like obsessed with it. And I remember I played the Nintendo dodgeball game like every single day for hours on end, even though there wasn't really that much to do in it aside from play dodgeball.
You know, I was really pissed when I went over to Stacy's house and her brother kept beating me at everything. And I was getting really mad, and I didn't want to show that I was mad, but I was secretly furious.
Oh, are you talking about on when we played against each other with the N64 and I slapped you to death in GoldenEye?
She kept slapping me to death in GoldenEye. I was so mad.
And I kept running after you and just slapping you until you died, even though you had a gun.
Yes, because in GoldenEye, it's the weirdest controls ever. Because this wasn't the Wii version of the GoldenEye. It was
they're horrible
on the N64. And Stacy and her brother just kept destroying me, and I was so mad. Stacy just kept slapping me. She wouldn't even pick up like any sort of weapon. She just slapped me to death every time.
I just ran around and slapped her. What else? People are asking about Mirror's Edge.
Oh, that's an interesting game that I have not played yet, but I would love
Yeah.
to.
PlayStation or Xbox?
Mm, it depends. It depends on what year it is.
Very
Uh,
true. Will you ever do? Wait.
do we watch anime? Sometimes.
Ah,
My boyfriend
pretty.
watches more
Yeah.
anime than I do. He keeps thinking, because, like, I was like, oh, just watch Death Note, and Death Note was really good. And
Death
so
Note
then
is amazing. It
he
is
keeps
like,
trying to find new shows, being like, oh, I hear this is really good. I'm like, but Raphael, it's anime. It's good for anime. Like, it has anime tropes in it. And he doesn't listen to me.
yeah.
And then he's like, this is stupid. I'm like, yeah, it's stupid. Yeah, but he's, like, listening to me right now.
It's
Like, no, that's not how it happened.
no. Yeah.
But no, he liked Kill la Kill. But the thing is, though, I walked
Oh
in
my
on
God,
him.
I watched like the first 20 minutes of that and I couldn't stand it.
But the thing is, okay, so this was my first experience with Kill la Kill. I walk in on my 27-year-old boyfriend, and I see the most insane shit I've ever seen in my life on the television screen. Like, just women flopping around with almost no clothes on. So I don't have any context to this show, because the point of the show is for it to be ridiculous, but I didn't know that, so I just walk in onto my 27-year-old boyfriend watching, like, I don't know, what the fuck. What is this? And he's like,
At
it's
least
Kill
it
la
wasn't
Kill.
like High School of the Dead or something.
Yeah, so I come in, I'm like, what the fuck is this? What are you watching? And he's like, nothing, it's like a really good show. He's like being over defensive, like way overly defensive, so obviously I think like this is something fucked up.
Yeah.
And so ever since then he's just been really defensive about Kill la Kill, and I'm like, okay, like, I don't know what this is. You have to explain it to me. And that's my interpretation of Kill la Kill. My boyfriend being creepy.
What's your favorite Steven Universe character?
What's her name? The one that's a fusion. I remember I'm singing the song in my head. Amethyst and Pearl. Steven.
And do you prefer night or day? I for sure prefer night.
I haven't
Like-
seen season 2, so now all these like different names are coming up. Garnet. Garnet was the person that I really liked. I like her the most. Stephen, okay, there's an episode, I'm going to explain it to you, and you tell me if this is an allegory for sex or not, Stacy.
Ah.
But, in Steven Universe, gems can fuse together, and sometimes it's sexual and sometimes it isn't. But they have to dance first before they fuse. So they have to dance in sync before they fuse.
So they have to woo each other?
Yeah, basically they have to become in sync. And I'm not saying it's like a one for sex, but it's definitely
Oh yeah.
has
That's
all
definitely
the intimacy of the emotional experience of sex.
that's
if you
definitely
know what I
like,
mean.
hey, get to know your partners.
Yeah, so I'm not saying it is sex. I'm saying it's the emotional equivalent to it. So then Steven and his like girlfriend Connie fused together. And they're like kids though. So it's kind of like they were experimenting and they kept checking in with each other saying like, "Are you okay? We can stop if you want to." "No, it's all right. I want to keep going." And I was like, "Dude. What is going on?"
So the person that you're thinking of is Garnet.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Yeah, it's Garnet. Garnet herself is a fusion between two smaller gems. It's pretty cool.
They're also recommending that you wear roller skates when you're trying to walk next to me.
That's true. I could hold on to you.
And
I could just hold on to you and you
could
could
just
pull
tow
me
you.
everywhere I go. That's a good idea.
Blah blah. Holy crap, that's a lot of questions. Do, 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 do. Do you like BioShock?
I played the first BioShock, and then I didn't want to play BioShock Infinite until I played BioShock 2, which I never did, and then somebody spoiled the end of BioShock Infinite for me. And there is one particular leak for Life is Strange, which was a video file in episode 3. And people kept sending it to me. I'm like, I don't want to see it. And then somebody just told me what was in it. And they're like, what do you think? And I'm like,
I think you're a
fuck
fucking
you.
loser.
I think I fucking hate you.
Yeah.
I was so mad. And then, like, I think that this video is, like, a fake because there's been so many leaks that I think that Life is Strange developers would be like, let's just put a fake thing in there. You know?
Also,
that's what makes sense to me.
Do girls ever watch porn? Is that a serious question?
Yes.
Or,
Do people think that girls don't watch porn? What do they think is happening?
well,
I would like to talk about representation in porn. Because when you go to a porn site, it's all for the male interests, including gay males.
Yeah.
It's like gay
even
porn, and then there's straight porn, and then there's lesbian porn that's made
which is for
straight
men
guys to watch.
Yeah.
Now, what the fuck is this? Do you know that women, like, the reason why women read erotica, because they're like, women are more likely read erotica. I'm like, you know why? It's because the erotica has what women want. If the porn had what women wanted, women would watch it.
I know. That's why I like looking at, like, alt porn, because it tends to focus less on some of that stuff.
Bodies slapping together.
Yeah, and there tends to be a little more body diversity, too.
Yeah.
And less plastic surgery. What else?
Said Kebab Scott says doesn't watch porn, and they're a guy, but there's asexual. That's true. Maybe the first question is, do girls watch it as frequent as men? I don't know. If you look at Tumblr, where a lot of people make their own porn, you would see that a lot of people reblog and look at video game porn that has the things that people on Tumblr like. So it's not a matter of people not wanting porn. It's a matter of porn not having what people want, which can be said about video games and movies and TV shows and everything else.
Yeah, and I think that also there's a lot of different like things that constitute porn that aren't necessarily like, I don't know, going onto RedTube or wherever and looking at like the same stuff. Like, I don't know.
Sometimes I watch porn and I feel really guilty about it because the stuff I watch is really messed up. But then I'm like, no. All those actors were there. Like, it's fucked up that, like, BDSM porn takes more time to make sure the actors are okay than vanilla.
Yeah.
That's what I think is messed up.
I agree.
Anyway, on to not porn. What is your favorite choice in Life is Strange, not the kiss, says Quantum Locked Angel. What's your favorite choice?
Choice. I don't know, because a lot of the things, not to
Two
sound
horrible things.
well, and like not to sound weird, but like a lot of the choices to me that we made were pretty obvious about what to do. I think that one of the choices that like really sticks in my mind as like a choice was whether you interject when David is harassing Kate or whether you take a picture for proof. Because
I thought that was an interesting choice for sure.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I wouldn't say that it's my favorite, but like what I really liked about it is that it sparks this like question in your mind of like, what would I rather have? Would I rather have the proof or would I rather like make sure that she's okay? Because there isn't really a right answer in that instance, I don't think.
I feel that Life is Strange has intentionally set it up so that, you know how people play Telltale games or different games where they kind of metagame it, where they think about it how they wouldn't think about it in real life? Because in real life, the automatic reaction would to be run up and be like, who the fuck are you fucking with? You're fucking with my friend. Get out of here.
Yeah.
But in a video game, you have the time to think like a psychopath.
Yeah.
And I use the word psychopath in the way that we understand it in terms of the media. Somebody who just calculates without emotion. not in the actual clinical word. But we think about it in this much more less emotional way, and I think you're punished for doing that in a lot of times, where you think about what's the best circumstance, the best outcome for everyone, instead of thinking, if I rewind time and make this person like me, is that okay? And I feel like a lot of the decisions that are made out of pure calculation are going to be punished, while the decisions you make that are more realistic in terms of how you would react in real life are going to be rewarded.
Kind of like when you know, when you're rewinding back to make, I don't like how some of the things that you do to people is like you go through the conversation, Max like blunders through and says the wrong thing and then rewinds it and like supplies the information that like
Somebody
opens that
else
person
said,
up to her. Yeah.
It feels so wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And what I noticed, I played the first hour of Remember Me, and then I was like, oh my god, this game is perfect, and then I stopped playing. A lot of the same things happen in Remember Me, because in Remember Me, the main protagonist has the ability to change people's memories. And you would think that that's not too big until it changes somebody's entire, like, identity from one event. It changes all their motivations and everything, and I was, like, sitting there being like, oh my god, what have I done to this person? But the game itself doesn't make it seem like a big deal. Even though because everyone was like, ho, like, we totally tricked her, but you're like, oh my, I changed who this person is. Everything who they are, all of their motivations, everything they want. I've just changed them. And I feel like in Remember Me, that's going to come back to bite us in the ass as well. Because the way Life is Strange makes it seem like, oh, you're just rewinding time, it's not that big of a deal, and I see all these players thinking it's not that big of a deal.
But you're playing with people's emotions. It is a big deal.
It is a big deal. You're playing with how people feel. If you take something and rewind time to manipulate someone, what makes that okay and not okay? And one way I try to think of it is when Max does it to somebody else, I'm like, would Stacy be okay with me doing that? Even though I know Stacy would never know that she would do it. But Stacy's my friend, so I wouldn't want to do something to my friend that they wouldn't want me to do without me asking.
Well, and do you remember when Max brings it up to Chloe, and Chloe is like, is it like she says that she could like sleep? No. When is that?
Okay, going back in time doesn't rob them of their agency. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
It does rob them of their agency because you're using the power of a god that nobody could possibly know that you have. Nobody could possibly fight back against. And you're making choices for them with information that they don't know you have. Just because it didn't happen in their timeline doesn't mean that Max doesn't remember doing it. If you could slap someone in the face and get away with it, would you do it? And if you say yes, what kind of person are you?
I know. I really don't like when people, there's actually, they've done studies about asking people like, would you cheat if you knew you could get away with it? Would you steal if you knew you could get away with it? Things like that. And it's actually really depressing the amount of people who are like, yeah, if I wouldn't get caught, then like, why does it matter? And it's like, wow, talk about having shitty morals.
It's not even about morals. It's about, would you hurt somebody if you knew you could get away with it?
Yeah.
And it's people say yes. It's about thinking about how other people feel. And even if somebody would never find out what you did to them, would you do it to them? Like if you drug somebody so they would never remember you hurting them, would you do it?
It's fucked up. It's fucked up that people would even consider it. Like, that makes you a fucked up person.
And I can say this because I used to be a fucked up person. And then looking back, I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck is wrong with me? You know? It's shit like that. Hello?
I'm still here, sorry.
Yeah. So it's like, sometimes I have to think, how would you feel if somebody else did that to you? You know?
Yeah.
Or remember Dollhouse, the TV show Dollhouse?
No, unfortunately.
It was about these people where they would have their brains erased between having these personalities digitally put into their brains. And one guy was mad at this woman who didn't want to have sex with him, so he put her in the dollhouse, and he made her have a personality that would like him. And then it would be erased from her head. She never remembered any of the things he did to her, but he was still doing it to her.
Yeah.
And she never would find out that what the things that he was doing to her, but he was still doing it to her.
So.
Anyway.
Yeah.
To less depressing news. Let's see what happened at the Nintendo conference. Yeah!
Yeah, let's do that.
Instead of this. Most important announcements. Mario Maker, Amiibos,
People seem to be really about Mario Maker, but
I'm not, like, that's just not our style to me.
No.
Zelda Triforce Heroes. Oh, what is this? Okay. Latest installment of the Zelda for 3DS. That might be interesting. Stacy, you might like that if you ever get a 3DS.
I really want one. If I will probably
You can get a 2DS for $122 right now.
And not have the latest and greatest? No.
No, it's a 3DS without the 3D, and it's just flat.
It's
because
a
nobody
joke.
uses. Oh,
It's a
nobody
joke.
uses. Whoa. Okay, sorry. Actually, Stacy, it's like it's the same.
You're so easy. Why would I want one of those? Actually,
You would want it because of X, Y, and Z. Whoa, Xbox One backwards compatibility was that?
oh, did I tell you that I found?
What?
I'm highly I found this machine. No, I did send it to you. That'll let me play NES games on my TV.
What? What's on your TV?
Like any of them.
You can play what on your TV?
I found they make a thing that would make it so that I could play NES games on my television. Like it would, like the cartridges would work.
What do you mean? What's it called? You mean like an NES? No, I'm just kidding.
No, because an NES won't plug into my television.
NES, what would the word be? TV emulator.
No, it's something like they made it. Hold on, I sent you the thing.
Amazon Fire TV NES GBA emulators.
No, I'll
Let me
show
look
it
at
to
what this is.
Yeah, there.
though.
Welcome to split screen.
Someone did it with their, holy shit. Someone did it with their Amazon Fire. That's pretty cool.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna look for this right now. But, anyways,
You found it and you want it. You need
Yeah.
to have it. Let's see. Street Fighter coming up. Artistic fever dream, whatever that means. Why do these people say tangential crap? Just say what it is. Fuck. Do you guys have anything cool? Any cool? What was your favorite E3 announcement? Update me. I'm talking to Todd and see if he wants to get on the thing so he can tell us what he liked about E3. What are you typing?
Me?
What are you doing? What are you typing?
I'm tweeting
What are you tweeting?
that we're podcasting together on your channel right now.
Oh. What are you doing now?
I feel like there were other games that I looked at. Oh, South Park.
Oh, right. Okay. I remember when South Park Stick of Truth came out, I was like, I'm just going to leave my Xbox here with a Stick of Truth in it, and then you can just. And then I walked out, and I never heard from Stacy again. This is a fake Stacy. She's still playing it.
Yep. She's trapped in the nether. I never got to finish it, though.
What?
Stick of Truth.
Oh, you never finished it? Why?
No, and I think that we were playing something on your Xbox at the time, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, right. And I was like, can I have my Xbox back?
Yeah, and you were like, can I have this or what? Because, oh, you know why? It was when we started recording at your house, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the new, what's the new one called?
Do you know what the name of it is? It's the fractured butthole. Like the fractured butthole, but the fractured butthole.
Oh, I typed in fractured butthole. Okay.
Well, I mean, like
Peggy
that's like
18.
what it's.
I'm playing the thing now. I'm playing the trailer. So here we go.
The king has risen, and in his reign the kingdoms of human and elf are united.
Oh
The
my
relic
god.
which threatened to destroy all was cast out to sea, seemingly forgotten. But now a new foe has awakened. The relic reclaimed. And what was
I know,
once
and
a
I really need to
powerful
finish
union lies
playing
fractured
Stick of
throughout
Truth
the
at some
lands.
point, but I just don't know when because we always
Alright, who put the stick of truth
we
in
play
the
all
toilet?
the.
Not vote.
Kermit.
This is a holy relic.
We agreed to get rid of the stick. Why tempt its power again?
That was barely even an RPG, Cal. The combat sucked. We're going to do it bigger, and we will settle for nothing less than a 9-5 on game
It's
5.
so epic.
A dark sorcerer has emerged. Who is it? Tell us,
This is
great
so
mage
on point.
Xanthos.
Oh man, I have no idea what's going on right now.
We're under attack and the new kid is stuck in a dream level. No dream level. This game has to be sweet, lad. Show yourself.
No
Dylan.
dream level.
Ha-ha! Your superpowers are no match for me. Tune in, friends.
Tune in, friends. Ah, shit. We got the wrong game. Everybody switch games. We're playing superheroes now.
Oh, cool. We're
Good
gonna be
Brit.
superheroes.
Doesn't this look so awesome?
We're not playing games anymore, Mom. This time, it's serious.
I know. I want to play this so bad.
The fractured butthole.
Now available for pre-order.
Yeah, everyone pre-order. That's a good idea.
Shut up, Butters!
Is anybody else as excited for this as I am?
Oh my god, this is not one of those games we can play though, because it's just be like just sitting there being like, people wanted us to let's play the Stick of Truth, but it's one of those games where you can't make more jokes than there are. You just
Because
sitting
it's such that's
There's
why
nothing
sometimes
to commentate on because it's already commentating.
it's already as crazy as it can get. That's why sometimes during our Saints Row 4 playthrough, the two of us were just like silent because it's like the whole thing is just so busy.
Some games you can't let's play because there's nothing to say. It's just already been said.
Yeah.
Okay, top 10 most controversial scenes in video games with an elf being like harassed by a goblin is apparently recommended for me.
Well,
So now we all know who the real perpetrator is me, clearly.
mhm.
let's see. Is there anything else cool? What else happened?
Those were all the ones that I saw that I was like, ooh, ooh.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
No,
Oh, I can
they
hear
said
you.
that my voice was fading. No, I'm not gonna click it. You can't stream someone else's YouTube video. Let's see. Doom gameplay demo. Okay, let's do that.
Right there, right there. He's right on you. Throwing smoke. Let's go.
Oh wait, this is an
Got him.
advertisement.
Got
They
him.
keep tricking
Hold
me. I'm
the
like,
wall.
what? How is
Lightning
this
charge.
Doom?
Did you show them Fallout 4?
I'm on it. Give me
Not
a sec.
yet.
3
I'll look
seconds.
it up in a
Only
minute.
2 seconds. I got it. Alright, man, let's go. Boom! They're flanking us.
I'm done with you, IGN. I'm really done with your shit. Okay, so Fallout 4. Alright, that has an unskippable ad. Fuck you. Full E3 gameplay presentation.
Why is the plant engineer upset? It's after midnight.
Detail. Our artist's concept.
Cool, I don't care. Here we go. Alright. You can play as a mid-30s white man with brown hair. How different from what I was talking about earlier in the podcast.
And you can shoot other white males who are in their mid-30s with brown hair. Oh boy!
Hey, remember that one time where I was like, is it going to be a mid-30s white guy? Oh wait, no, now he's black. Here we go.
Hey, my turn, big guy.
Oh, they got
And of
ethnic
course you
hair
can play as a
options.
female.
They rarely have that. Ooh, they're making a woman now. They're making
Whoever
her
you leave
extremely
the menu
beautiful.
as is who
Now
you'll
she's
play.
even more beautiful. Oh no, now we're back to the guy.
And this
We couldn't
is an
have her in there
entirely
for more than like
dynamic
a
system.
second.
It's the
That would
same
be
system
stupid.
we use to create all of the game's NPCs.
Can we go
we
back
even
to the
generate
lady?
a baby based on the couple you make.
So we saw the woman for like a second and a half and made her lips bigger. And then no, we can't see anything else. Cool, great, sure.
P.S. I super love how all of those people would always comment on, like, the skin color of our Inquisitor in our Dragon Age playthrough.
Fuck those people. Why is she so dark? She's dark because she's black, you idiot. What the fuck is wrong with you? Have you never seen life?
100% value of sugar.
Idiots. God damn it. Why
I
is
know.
she so dark? Okay, because she is. What? Ugh! Sorry.
I don't even understand how that's a question.
Vault-Tec? Remind me again?
Why, we're about you, sir, and helping secure your future. You see, Vault-Tec is the foremost builder of state-of-the-art underground fallout shelters. Vaults, if you will.
But there's room for my entire family, right?
Of course, of course. Minus your robot, naturally. In fact, you're already cleared for entrance. It's just a matter of...
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of that, like, Steelport town in
Oh, yeah.
Saints Row 4.
Yeah.
Where they're like, howdy, neighbor.
That's everything. Just gonna walk this over to the vault. Congratulations on being prepared for the future.
Thanks again.
Hey, it's peace of mind. That's worth a little paperwork, right?
Mr. Howard, Sean has been changed. He absolutely refuses to calm down.
You heard Codsworth say my name. That isn't for the demo. We actually have recorded around 1,000 of the most popular names for him to say.
So basically, they're never going to say my name.
Important
Okay.
man in my life doing? Spin the mobile a bit. He loves that.
Whenever they say, oh, we've covered 1,000 of the most popular names, I'm like, so none of those names are going to be anything but Sean or Jake or Ashley or Amanda.
My God. We need to get to the vault. Now!
If it makes you feel any better, they probably won't have Stacy either.
They won't?
Probably not.
We'll have to look up what the most
Almost
popular
there.
names are.
I love you. Both of you.
We love you too.
But, like, why would you even bother? You know what I mean? It's like, that's not what I would want my name to
Now,
be
we're not gonna
anyway.
be spoiled darling are talking
I
about
would want my
the
name to be
story
something
tonight.
cool,
You
like
do survive
Blood
and you're
Rain
lowered
or
into
something.
Hi, my
Events
name's Blood
transpire,
Rain. Your parents
but you
gave you
then
that name? Were they
emerge
hippies?
200
No, they were
years later
badasses.
as the sole
They were
survivor
fucking
of that
badasses,
vault.
okay?
They died for me. Oh, here we are, leaving the vault. So are we the baby, or are we like the dad or whatever? There we go.
This is an enormous dynamic world where you can create any kind of character you want, go where you want, and do whatever you want. Player freedom remains.
Yeah,
our
guys, I
absolute
don't really
#1
care
goal.
that they wouldn't have my name in Fallout 4, because that's not really important to me. Although I definitely understand why it would bother some people that they wouldn't have their names.
This is running on a next
Fallout
generation
4, you
version
can
of
be
our
who you
creation
want,
engine.
do who
Features
you
full
want,
physical-based
except
rendering
for
as well
anything
as
other
dynamic
than what's
volumetric
normal.
lighting.
I don't get why they would bother with only 1,000. You know what I mean? Like
Why would they even bother? Yeah.
why wouldn't you just not have that be a thing at all? You know what I mean? It's like,
Who's that gonna make feel special? People who are the most common?
yeah.
It's Dad Robot!
Codsworth? You're still here. So, other people could still be alive too.
It's worse than I thought. You're suffering from hunger-induced paranoia. Not eating properly for 200 years will do that, I'm afraid.
What? Oh, they've been in stasis.
No. No, that's not possible. I wasn't out for that long.
That means you're too...
So are we the dad or the baby? What's going on?
Perhaps I can whip you up a snack? You must be famished.
What? Food? Yeah, sure. I need.
We'll talk about social issues 1,000% of the time, and there's no way you're gonna make me feel bad about that.
Even our dialogue is dynamic. It is not a mode
What'd you
you're
say?
locked into. You can play it in first person. You can play it in third person. You can walk away whenever you want. You can shoot him in the face if you want.
Okay, so we are playing as the dad. Meat dog! Dog meat! Oh, is that a different dog or is that the original dog? What's going on?
Did you not watch the trailer before this?
I did, but
You
you
wanna come
know
with me,
how I am
Belle?
about dogs and video games.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Let's stick together. Hey, head over there.
And yes, you can give the dog commands by simply pointing at things in the environment and activating them. It's all contextual.
Wow, there's a lot more than my dog can do.
Grab that.
Well, your
My
dog
dog-
really that's setting a pretty low bar. Although he can do the paw thing. He can also be really obstinate when I'm trying to leave the house.
Alright, this is enough of this.
Alright. I should probably get going.
Alright, was that a good podcast, everyone? One last question. You get one last question. One
All right.
question.
Yes.
It better be a
One-
good one. We have to wait now like a minute.
Yep.
Do you mind if I ask Todd to come on and he can talk about what he saw at E3?
No, of course not.
Okay, what are the questions? Where do you guys live? No. No, we're not going to tell you that.
I live underneath your house in a tunnel, and I watch you through your walls. If you ask me a weird question, I'm going to give you a weird answer, okay? Don't ask people that.
Will I stream Seduce Me? I might stream Seduce Me Otome again. Maybe. Depends on how my voice feels. Mari is like that one friend you want to show something awesome to, but they rush through the thing and complain the whole time.
They skip like to
Good
5
morning,
different points in the video, and they're like, I don't know, like, what's going on? This doesn't make any sense. And you're like, no, you got to watch the thing.
I just like, usually if I was by myself, I would be watching that whole thing. But we're doing a podcast, so I don't want to be boring.
I'm sorry, Dutch foxes, but I cannot marry you. I am already married.
Someone is talking to us in Cthulhu talk.
Cthulhu. Good. You belong here. If you're talking to us in that language, you belong.
Should the square root of raspberry be legalized? No. It's wrong.
Do I like horror films and games? I don't mind watching them. I have a really hard time like playing. Like I would never be able to play a horror game on my own. I get way too jumpy and skittish. Like I get jumpy if it's dark in a video game, like the parts of Tomb Raider that I had to play where it was dark out. I got like really freaked out because of just not.
You like scary stuff, you just don't like doing it. You have to
Yes.
like, I have to make Stacy do it, and then she likes it.
I think it's like a masochistic thing.
Well, yeah, that's what horror movies are. It's like, you don't want to do it, but you're going to do it anyway, and then it's going to feel good. Okay, you know what? Don't read into that.
We've been friends for about, what, 5 years?
It's 6 years. No, longer
6.
than that. 7, no.
No. 6 years.
Almost 7 years. No, 6 years. I don't
6
know.
years. We met in 2009.
That's true. So then 6 years. Yeah.
What are your favorite types of dating sims? Only the ridiculous ones. They have to be over the top ridiculous.
But they have to take themselves seriously at the same time.
Yeah, like be ridiculous, but they don't know that they're ridiculous. Do you know what I mean?
They're like, yeah, this is definitely it. This is definitely real. And you're like, no, it's definitely not.
They're like, this is what dating is like. And you're like, no, but I'm down with this. I am along for this ride.
Will we play Life is Strange right away? Yeah, Stacy's planning to sleep over the night before so we can really get into it.
And do we plan to do a long Let's Play again?
Yeah, we're going to do Remember Me tomorrow.
Yeah.
What time am I picking you up tomorrow? Noon?
Noon.
When am I taking you home?
Late?
Okay, because Raphael will be at work all night, so it's fine.
Oh, perfect. Sounds good.
All right, is that the end of the podcast? You need to make dinner, don't you?
Oh, no. But I just probably got to go take a shower and eat.
What are they doing to your hair tomorrow? Stacy's getting her hair done tomorrow.
Did they ask if I was doing that?
I'm just asking you.
Oh, you're asking me. Oh, they're touching up the roots and putting more color on it, so it's going to be like that sweet gray color again.
You're going to do gray?
It was gray last time. You just didn't get to see it when it was like still gray. The color wears off.
Really
fast? And so now it's because my hair is like so dark that like when they bleached it, it like doesn't hold the color very well. And I actually didn't ask them to do gray. It just came out that way. So I'm hoping
let's do it.
And and I was like, all right, sounds good.
All right, you gotta go?
Yep. All right.
All right.
Bye, guys. It was great having you.
And